Welcome back to Elden Ring.
Victory. Victory for Hurok.
So, for some reason, me saying the word scorch at the end of the last episode triggered a memory for me. And this was
Why is that?
before your time.
Of course.
1992. There was a sitcom about a family living with a dragon and the misadventures that came about that.
Oh man, Denver the Last Dinosaur. But this time with wings.
The dragon's name was Scorch.
Uh-huh.
It was cancelled after 3 episodes.
Man, it must have been bad.
6 episodes were filmed.
It must have been bad.
Probably. But for some reason, I remember seeing it in some capacity.
I have no idea. I couldn't tell you. I've never even heard of this thing.
Well, you were born in 92, right?
This is true.
So you were probably a fetus when it was on.
Probably. Well, oh, you know what? Before I do this, let me level up. Let me get rid of some of these souls. Or don't level up, because I need 18.7.
What?
187,000 is what I need to level.
That is more than...
Can I burn these?
You gonna burn a Lord's Rune?
I've got like 4.
I mean, if you want to do the Lord's Rune...
I've already done it. Too late.
Or the Hero's Rune, I mean, if you want to use those high-powered ones...
I'm willing to do it because 1, I have a lot. And 2, I want to make sure when we die to this boss, we're not losing them.
Okay.
That'd be...
Do you want to do 2 levels? Or not?
No, I just want to make sure that we're cleaned out of most of our runes.
Okay. Because what boss is... You know there's a boss, or you assume there's a boss?
We ran into it over here before.
Oh, that thing.
Yeah, I don't know what it is, because it was like a fucking whiteout. We couldn't even see it. So we were like, alright, we're running to the cave for defense. Let's get some more.
Mine.
Now if we lose like, I don't know, 3 grand-ish, it's not gonna matter. Let's see what we're dealing with.
I mean, in the early game, you're like, oh my god, 3 grand, that's my entire life
That's like
savings.
10 levels.
It's
letting me go out this far?
Monster? Hello?
Does it only show up at night?
Potentially.
Oh, nope, here we go.
Okay.
It's a dragon! And it's a dragon that's hard to see. That's always fun.
Borealis of the Freezing Fog is an awesome name. Just like the Aurora Borealis. Probably how he got his name. I'm sorry, what?
That's probably the idea.
Yes. He is not weak to fire for some.
Weird. That would have been my expectation.
He is weak to strike.
Well, that's what we like to call a club.
Yes. Slash, pierce, and frostbite are what he's strong to.
I mean, frostbite is expected.
Well, maybe because he's a dragon?
How did it this way?
Yeah, the fire isn't a weakness, but he's an ice dragon.
I know.
So, crush those bones.
Shatter the ice.
I think he just flung somebody away.
Invol, perhaps?
Oh, maybe? Potentially, yeah, potentially Ingval.
I just saw him. Yeah, absolutely. What's that?
Who?
Nope, next.
Who? And yes.
One last head smack. Now I think I get the ice breath as a... Yep, probably the ice breath. So I can probably go buy that. Alright.
Nice.
That was not as horrible as I was expecting it to be.
Well, we are what level?
Honestly, I was more worried about not being able to see it in the whiteout. And not knowing what it was. The minute we could actually get a good view of it, I was fine. It was the fact that I couldn't see that I was worried. I hear tingling like there's a scarab.
I can vaguely hear it in my right
Oh, I see
ear.
it. I see it. It's got a trail. That's why it's moving around.
It's an invisible one.
Yep. Oop, past me. Alright, we'll just wait here until it comes back.
And they usually follow a set path, right?
Yep, this one's just going around in a big circle right now.
Can you lay a trap for it?
Maybe. Actually.
Do you have any magical landmines you could deploy?
Not really. We had that one fire one, but that was when we had intelligence to use.
And right now we dumb. Dumb as hell.
That went over its head. That you do. Or not. Alright, I was off to the side a little bit too much. Let's try this again.
Come on!
Wow, really? Alright.
So, do we have any item that could, like, ensnare something?
Not really. Got it.
Yes.
Ash of War Seppuku.
What?
I think we had a katana that had this skill.
So, like, you take away your life for, like, a power boost?
I believe that's exactly what it does.
Oh.
Seppuku, a forbidden technique used by swordsmen from the land of reeds. Plunge the blade into your stomach to stain it with blood. Increases attack power and improves ability to inflict blood loss.
Oh.
Yeah, so there was a katana in Dark Souls. I think it started in 2 that had that ability. Except I don't think it improved blood loss. I think it was just a attack buff.
Was there any sort of thing like this in Sekiro?
I don't believe so. I could be wrong. Again, I've never finished Sekiro. So there might have been a technique I didn't unlock that allows you to do that. But no, actually where that technique actually originates, that ability, was from a boss fight specifically. And on top of it, if you manage to somehow defeat that boss perfectly, he does the thing and kills himself with seppuku.
Oh.
He outright will just kill himself because you completely destroyed him.
So it's like a special death animation.
Yep. A special death animation for that boss if you beat him perfectly. Without getting a hit. Without you getting hit, I should say.
Oh.
It's probably one of my favorite boss fights in Dark Souls 3, if I'm being honest. He is very tough. Or, sorry, Dark Souls 2. He's very tough, but goddamn, is it a good fight. I haven't I've never perfect fought him.
Snow lobster. Snow lobster.
Alright, I thought they might have something that was hidden between them, but there was nothing. So I'm not gonna attempt to fight it.
Snow lobster. Snow lobster.
Not quite as good as rock lobster.
Or snow crab. Snow crab.
Nah, man, that's a Yeti crab is what you want. Melina!
Yes, what'd you have to say, babe?
Spoken echoes of Queen Marika linger here as well. Shall I share them with you?
Yes.
In Marika's own words, hark, brave warriors. Hark, my lord Godfrey. We commend your deeds. Guidance hath delivered ye through each ordeal to the place ye stand. Put the giants to the sword and confine the flame atop the mount. Let a new epoch begin, an epoch glistening with life. Brandish the Elden ring for the age of the Erd tree. We're almost there. The flame of ruin lies just ahead. I'm glad it was you I traveled with. I must tender my thanks to Torrent, too. Thank you, Torrent. Please continue to lend your aid. Till the end.
That's all she got.
Shall I turn your roulette my hand? Share them with me.
Nope, don't have enough yet. Alright, that's what I want to know. What's we got? Another tier. Alright, cool. Let's buff our flask.
And I'm sorry, but I think Melina is adorable.
Nah, man. Something,
Yes.
I don't know. Like, just something about, like, the way she's doing things. I just have a hard time trusting her. Like,
But
her path is supposed to be the obvious one, which makes it hard to just buy into immediately in these games. Whenever there is, like, the path they try to funnel you down, the alternatives... Either it's just because the alternatives seem more enticing, because they're more hidden, or it's that there's more here than what you're being told by this main person. That it makes it very hard for me to just be like, yeah, no, definitely, let's go, girl.
But I don't know. I just think she's really adorable.
So this is where we fell off before. Yeah, we beat the dude up there, got his stuff, fell off the side here. And I think I was either murdered by the dogs, or maybe it was a lobster that killed me. And we lost a bunch of souls because of it. And I think it was because I was out of flasks by the end of the fight.
Ah.
Oh, dog, hello. I love running into you guys.
Well, it seems like you can handle the dogs a bit better these days.
I mean, as long as I can avoid their main attack and I can hit their head, we're golden.
Golden Order?
Golden Wind.
Ah. Crap, I just realized I downloaded Jeff yesterday and I forgot to listen to it.
Oh, I listened to it today.
Cowboy Bebop time.
Mm-hmm. And an argument about the sub or the dub.
And I think the creator of Cowboy Bebop highly approves of the dub.
Oh, so does Super Eye Patch Wolf. So does John.
But when the creator of the series approves of the dub,
That
which
doesn't
is
always mean it's the best option. It just means that it's something that he's willing to accept.
oh,
Like Tamar brings up a good point. Okay. At one point, and the discussion is fairly early on in the episode, but he brings up a good point of, like, there are sections in it where there are points. Wow, sections where there are points. That's great. Where you notice, like, the lip flaps are longer than the line that the official subtitles would be if you were watching the subs. And so because of that, they add in extra lines for the voice actors in the English dub to make it fit.
ah,
So it feels very kind of forced, in his opinion. And I can totally see that, especially from that era of dubbing.
because Japanese would just have like more words to say the thought.
Or less. They'd have words for more complex thoughts that we don't. And as a result, you'd have to, like, really speedily read your lines. All right. Okay. Okay. Wasn't ready for that. You can just do that now.
I saw him lean over, and I'm just like, he's gonna shoot you. You didn't move, and I'm like,
My thought was more like, oh, he's going to do some kind of power-up or something stupid.
or like a flamethrower?
Mm-hmm. Well, not a flamethrower. I was just expecting a buff.
Oh. Did I recently have this guy in a video I was editing?
I don't think you were that far back.
I think I'm doing stream 39.
The numbers mean nothing to me.
Right. Which is...
At this point, they absolutely mean nothing.
Yeah.
Ooh, who is... Ooh. Not sure when I triggered you, but okay.
Which is video 164 posted the day of this episode. And I'm sure we might be around 200 or like 250 by this point.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe 250 is pushing it a little bit far ahead.
In fact, we're at 375.
I don't think we're that far ahead, dude.
Man, you just don't believe hard enough. Also, wait, where is Alexander supposed to be? He's somewhere around here, right? Mountaintop of the Giants?
Alexander is...
I think he's the only other one besides Gold Mask that we really need to worry about. And Corwin.
Crumbling Farmazula.
Wait, he doesn't come up on the Mountaintop of the Giants?
He does in the boss fight. As a summon.
Okay, so he's not anywhere we can need him.
The last spot was taking the bath in Mount Gilmere.
Alright, we already did that.
Oh yeah, it's going to be that boss, and how many runes does he?
Uh-oh. I hear another tinkling. But it's up that way, I think.
That's not that much compared to some of the other bosses we've recently faced.
I mean, you know.
But I did hear this upcoming boss is one of the hardest bosses in the game.
Yay!
That, I mean, like, one of the bosses that most people had a lot of trouble with. But then again, we could not. We could just be like, hey, just for our playstyle, this boss is easy.
Could be.
Hopefully that will be the case.
What are you, Santa Claus? There was a lot of ho-hos in there.
Yeah, I'm just trying to be positive. Hopefully.
Alright, so it looks like that's a side path. You know, you could also be, Jack Frost from the Persona series.
Mm.
You wouldn't know that yet, but he is an adorable little guy who is, in fact, the mascot of Atlas. And he says hee-ho a lot.
Is that his catchphrase?
It's his laugh. So, yes, maybe it's a catchphrase, too? Map!
Oh, he's a snowman.
He is a snowman.
Huh.
Hence the name Jack Frost.
I thought he'd be like a little bit more tall and lanky.
He's like a snowman wizard.
Hmm.
I do like these giant chain bridges. They showed up in Dark Souls 2, and I'm really happy to see them come back as a thing. They're such a cool idea.
How taut is that chain?
Fairly taut, I would say. There is a little bit of slack, but not much. It sags ever so slightly.
Hmm. Surprise! Aha! Yes?
Holy
Yeah.
Feel the power of my morning wood.
I just think that like the master sword beam that you have going is pretty good. Do they
Interesting.
Do they still have that in like more modern Zelda games?
It was still in Breath of the Wild.
Hmm.
Although I believe you could only do it when you were full health.
I'm pretty sure that's how it was in like the 3 Zelda games I played.
Alright, well then there you go. It was following tradition. Try left and then likely ladder. I don't know. I want to see what's over here first.
Okay.
Dog. No more dog. Item. I can't summon Torrent, can I? Nope. So that means that jump isn't happening.
We need the Torrent Everywhere mod.
It breaks the game, though.
But it might make it fun to break the game.
I don't want to break the game.
But what happens if you play the game like 6 times through and want to play it in a new and interesting way?
I'll get the randomizer mod.
That would be interesting.
Yes, it would be. I've seen a Dark Souls 1 randomizer playthrough, and it was kind of crazy. Especially because, like, one of the upgrade things, one of the embers you need to upgrade your weapon, like, past, I think, +5, was locked away in, like, one of the endgame areas. So he was stuck with a +5 weapon at most until he could unlock that spot.
Ooh.
It said left and then ladder.
Just the fact the ceiling collapsed there, I'm like, oh my god, what's going to fall on you?
Ah, here's ladder. And this thing didn't even notice me. Even though I blew up the boxes around it.
Yeah, it was probably too focused on mine treasure.
It was much more interested in eating the flesh off the dead body there.
So because they're named, do they have any importance?
That's what I was wondering. Like, they have the name of, like, an not an NPC, like an invader almost.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know why. Actually, speaking of which, have you watched, what's the damn thing called?
JoJo, yes, I have seen the first episode, Dio the Invader.
No. Haha, funny, but no. Praise the hole. Have you watched any of, I Think You Should Leave yet?
No.
So, there was another skit that I found that was hysterical.
Okay.
I have like 2 more episodes left to finish it, but... Oh, the Chief? Argument.
Make him roll off the edge.
Uh-oh. I don't know what he was about to do. Oh! Oh!
Magic Pixel, Magic Pixel!
That was a lot of damage. There we go.
Yes.
One-eyed shield.
Thank God for the Magic Pixel.
Yeah. Yeah, that was real close. Oh, I'm in crafting materials, that's why. Hold on. One-eyed shield, where is that thing? Interesting. Tricksome shield made from white stone depicting a malformed one-eyed god.
That
So
looks
it's not a giant.
pleasant.
The barrel of a firearm pokes through the open mouth. Once worshipped by the giants, this evil deity is believed to have been slain by Queen Marika. Flamespit, ready the shield, then launch a fireball from the barrel. The fireball explodes on impact. Interesting.
Huh.
No, I saw a skit where the main dude drives up in a drive-thru, right? And he starts talking to the lady at the drive-thru, and he's like, "You know what? Here, I want to pay for the guy's meal behind me. You know, kind of pay it forward."
Yes, I did see that one.
Oh, you did see this one?
Yes. I was watching sketches, but not full episodes.
Oh, man. I saw that one, and I just started losing it because it was so fucking funny. Just flies around the side, like around the building, to get the guy to pay for his massive meal of like 50 of everything off the
Yes.
menu. I'm like, oh my god, this motherfucker. This piece of shit.
I forget what Nickelodeon show it was, but I just remember it was like half a reality show where this guy would come to your house and you would be like the special guest on his show for that week.
Mm-hmm.
And I just remember he went through a drive-thru on a horse on one episode.
I feel like I've seen people do that. Like maybe it was taken from that one, or maybe it was taken from another one, but I think I've seen the whole horse in a drive-thru situation before.
Next time on Elden Ring, we will continue to explore this fort.
Conquering the fortress.